welcome to Easy Learn. This is Usha. Let's start today's class with a quote. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects, by Albert Einstein. Today I am going to explain exercise 2.4 first problem. Determine which of the following polynomials has x plus 1 as a factor. So, in the first bit, we have x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. This question is based on remainder and factor theorem. For remainder and factor theorem, check the link below in the description. Okay? Now, to check given divisor is factor of any polynomial, first we should find the remainder. If the remainder is equal to 0, then we can say the given divisor is the factor of the given polynomial. Here, to find the remainder, first we have to equate the divisor to the 0. Yes, x plus 1 is the divisor. So, x is equal to minus 1, which is equal to a. Because it is in the form of x minus a. P of x is divided by x minus a, then the remainder is p of a. In the same way, p of a we have to find here. P of a equal to p of minus 1, which is equals to minus 1. This is p of x, right? Right. Minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 plus 1. Clear? Now minus 1 whole to the power of odd number is minus 1. Minus 1 whole to the power of even number is plus 1. Plus 1 into 1, plus 1 into plus 1 only. Right? Minus in plus into minus, minus 1 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 will become 0. Here also minus 1 plus 1 will become 0. So what will be the remainder we got? 0 we got. So the remainder is equal to 0. When the remainder is equal to 0, then we can say the divisor is the factor of the given polynomial. Therefore, x plus 1 is a factor of p of x. Clear? Right. Let us see the second bit. The given polynomial is x to the power of 4 plus x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Right? Now, here the 0 of the polynomial divisor we know that it is x equal to minus 1. Here p of x equal to the given polynomial. Clear? Now wherever x is there, put minus 1. P of minus 1 equal to minus 1 whole power 4 plus minus 1 whole power 3 plus minus 1 whole power 2 plus minus 1 plus 1. Right? Minus 1 whole to the power of 4 means whenever power is even, minus 1 power whole to the power of even number will become plus 1. Right? Minus 1 whole to the power of odd number. Power is odd means it will become minus 1. Clear? Here 4 is even, 3 is odd. That means this will become 1 and this will become minus 1. Plus into minus 1, minus 1. Here 2 is even. So it will become plus 1. Minus, plus into minus, minus 1 plus 1. Clear? Plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1. What is the remainder we got? 1. P of minus 1 equal to 1. So remainder is not equal to 0. Okay. By remainders theorem we got remainder as 1. But it is not equal to 0. By factors theorem we can say the given x plus 1 is not a factor of p of x. Right? Therefore, x plus 1 is not a factor of p of x. Clear? Right. Let us see the third bit. Here 0 of the divisor is, we know it as -1. Clear? Now put x equal to -1 in the given polynomial. P of -1 equal to, this is P of x, right? So P of -1 equal to -1 whole to the power of 4 plus 3 into -1 whole cube plus 3 into -1 whole square plus -1 plus 1. Clear? Now -1 whole to the power of even number is 1 plus 3 into -1 whole to the power of odd number is -1. -1 into +3, -3 it will become. -1 whole to the power of even number will become +1. +1 into 3, +3. -1 plus into minus, -1 plus 1. Clear? Now -1 plus 1 will get cancelled. -3 plus 3 will get cancelled. What is the remainder we got? P of -1 equal to, remainder is not equal to 0. Yes or no? So whenever remainder is not equal to 0, we can say x plus 1 is not a factor of P of x. Clear? Right. Here in the fourth polynomial, it is given as x cube minus x square minus of 2 plus root 2 of x plus root 2. Clear? Here the x value 0 of x plus 1 is -1. So P of -1 equal to -1 whole cube minus -1 whole square minus of 2 plus root 2 into -1 plus root 2. Clear? Wherever x is there, we need to substitute -1. -1 to the power of odd number is -1. -1 whole to the power of even number is +1. +1 into minus, -1, -2, minus root 2. Here minus into minus will become plus. So +2 plus root 2 plus root 2. Clear? Now -2 plus 2 plus 2 root 2. Yes or not? Now -2 plus 2 will get cancelled. 2 root 2 is the remainder. Here also we can say which is not equal to 0. Yes. So therefore we can say x plus 1 is not a factor of, P of x. Clear? Right. Exercise 2.4, second problem. Use the factor theorem to determine whether g of x is a factor of P of x in each of the following cases. Let us see the first bit. Here he has given the dividend and divisor. To find whether the remainder is equal to 0 or not, first we have to find the 0 of the divisor. Here the divisor is g of x. 0 of divisor, to find 0 of divisor, first we have to equate divisor to 0. That x is equal to -1. Here to find remainder, just substitute x value in P of x. P of -1 is equal to 2 into -1 whole cube plus -1 whole square minus 2 into -1 minus 1. So 2 into -1 whole cube means -1 plus -1 whole square means 1. Minus into minus plus, 2 into 1, 2. So +2 -1. +1 -1 will get cancelled. Here -2 +2 will get cancelled. Here we got the remainder as 0. By factors theorem we can say if remainder is equal to 0, we can say g of x is a factor of P of x. Yes? If remainder is equal to 0, then we can say g of x is a factor of factor of p of x. Clear? Right. Let us see the second bit. The dividend is, that is p of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1. And the divisor, that is g of x is equal to x plus 2. Let us take the 0 of g of x. To take 0 of g of x, equate it to 0. So x is equal to minus 2. Now we got the x value. We have to find the remainder. P of minus 2 equal to minus 2 whole cube plus 3 into minus 2 whole square plus 3 into minus 2 plus 1. Clear? So minus 2 whole cube is minus 8 plus 3 into minus 2 whole square is 4 plus into minus 3 into 2 6 plus 1 minus 8 plus 12 minus 6 plus 1 minus 5. Now 8 plus 5 13 minus 13 plus 12 is minus 1. So remainder we got it as minus 1, which is not equal to 0. Therefore g of x is not a factor of p of x. Clear? Let us see the third bit. P of x is given as x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6 and g of x as x minus 3. So from g of x value is 3. Clear? For x equal to 3, this g of x will become 0. So p of wherever x is there, need to keep 3. So p of 3 equal to 3 cube minus 4 into 3 square plus 3 plus 6. Clear? 3 cube value is 27. 3 square value is 9. 9 into 4 is 36. 3 plus 6 is 9 plus 9. 9 plus 27 is 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. So p of 3 is equal to 0. Therefore g of x is if the remainder is equal to 0, then we can say g of x is a factor of p of x. Clear? Right. Exercise 2.4, third problem. Find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x in each of the following cases. First case, we have p of x equal to x square plus x plus k. So here we can use factors theorem. By factor theorem, what we know? If x minus a is a factor of p of x, then p of a is equals to 0, right? In the same way, here x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. X minus 1 is a factor of p of x. Then what will become 0? What is there in the place of a? Here in the place of a, 1 is there. So we can write p of 1 equal to 0. Here what is p of x? X square plus x plus k. So p of 1 means 1 square plus 1 plus k equal to 0. That means p of 1 equal to 1 square plus 1 plus k equal to 0. Here 1 square value is 1 into 1, 1 plus 1 plus k equal to 0. 2 plus k equal to 0. K equal to, if I take plus 2 to other side, it will become minus 2. Yes? In this way we can find the value of k by using factors theorem. Right? In the second case, find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. Okay. Here also same. By using factor theorem. As I explained in the previous problem, P of 1 is equals to 0. Here what is P of x? 2x square plus kx plus root 2. That means 2 into wherever x is there we need to keep 1. So 2 into 1 whole square plus k into 1 plus root 2 is equal to 0. So 1 square is 1. 1 into 2, 2. Plus k into 1 is k. Plus root 2 equal to 0. So except k, remaining terms you take to other side because we want the value of k. So plus 2 if I take to other side, minus 2. Plus root 2 if I take to other side, minus root 2. So k is equals to minus of 2 plus root 2. We can write like this, right? Yes. This is the value of k. The third case, we have p of x equal to kx square minus 2 root 2x plus x. So x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. That means p of 1 equal to by factor theorem. P of 1 equal to 0. That means here p of x is kx square minus root 2x plus 1. So p of 1 means k into 1 whole square minus root 2 into 1 plus 1 equal to 0. So k into 1 square value is 1. 1 into k minus root 2 into 1 root 2 plus 1 equal to 0. Let the k be in the left hand side. The remaining terms you take to other side. Minus root 2 if I take to other side, it will become plus root 2. Plus 1 if I take to other side, minus 1. So the k value is root 2 minus 1. Right? Let us see the next case. Find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. Right? Here p of x, in this fourth case, p of x equal to kx square minus 3x plus k. Right? Now, by factors theorem, we know p of, if x minus 1 is a factor of p of x, then p of 1 equal to 0. Right? So, k into 1 whole square minus 3 into 1 plus k equal to 0. Because p of x is kx square minus 3x plus k. Wherever x is there we need to keep 1. 1 square is 1. 1 into 4 k minus 3 plus k equal to 0. K plus k 2k equal to, if I take minus 3 to other side, plus 3 it will become k equal to 3 by 2. Here we got the value of k by using factor theorem. Right? Clear? Thank you for watching the video. Kindly subscribe, like and share. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get the regular updates of my classes.